for our next day. But as I say now, the Jamaica Labour Party Authority was giving a little facts about Gilbert. After Gilbert, during the distribution process, there was some amount of controversy. One will even call it a couple of scandals came out. That the goods were being hoarded and distributed in some instance on partisan level. Seaga, being the statesman that he was, decided to listen to me now. If I saw now go do it, I am going to halt the distribution of these until after the election. Because we now use the aid to buy vote. So we're going to halt it until after the general election of 1989. That they did. The Labour Party ended up losing that election. And we know about the scandal that ensued on the other side. The difference is, while Seaga takes steps to block that level of partisan distribution of the thing, the other side did no such thing. In fact, they even let them supporters out of jail to come and be a part of the grab. That is PNP for you. Yes, so coming up now, Jamaica had one of the enviable manufacturing sector that was built in the 80s. When, hold on, let me touch back a little. I'm going to touch back a little because of a conversation I had earlier this week with a gentleman right here on TikTok. I don't remember his name. I don't remember his name, but I had a conversation and he said Michael Manley was the greatest prime minister he has ever seen. And I challenge him on that. Now, my challenge for him didn't come because me a Labour writer and him a PNP. I never that my challenge. My challenge him based on facts and proven evidence. Evidence that if anybody think of these things, they would realize that Michael Manley didn't even sit close to the greatest prime minister we ever have. Leadership, whether it be at your home, at your school, at your church. Yes, J-Tam. Yes, laugh. Anywhere, leadership. Leadership is about balance. Leadership is about balance. Michael Manley could not find the balance between socialism and capitalism. Michael Manley, the great man where all of the comrades don't speak about, could not find a balance between socialism and capitalism. And as a leader, you have to be able to balance it too, because no single system can run any country. No single system can make a successful country. You need a balance of both of them. Michael Manley could not find that balance. And because of that, he cannot be the greatest prime minister we ever had. Michael Manley was too much belief in socialists, that the state must provide everything. That is a recipe for disaster. That is a recipe for disaster. True leadership is being able to balance the socialist side of life and the capitalist side of life. Now, me only black people are disrespectful and tell that, you know. So if you're not disrespectful and you don't tell any lies, you won't be black. In fact, I might even bring you up to have a conversation when I'm ready. If you are willing, right? You have to find the balance between socialism and capitalism. Now, you have people, including comrade, who believe that the opposite of socialists is democracy. No, two different things. two different things. The opposite of socialism and capitalism are opposite side of the same coin. No, you do have democratic socialism. So you have socialist government, but them have democratic beliefs. So them believe in election every day. Yes, can't do it. I'm trying. Right? So my thing with Michael Manley is that Michael Manley could not balance the two. And in order to be great, in order to be considered great, you have to find the balance. Because all of the social projects that you as a government want to introduce, somebody have to pay for them. Yes. And if you run out the capital chasers out of your country, i.e. the businesses, then how you're gonna get money to pay for the social side of it? You're gonna tax the same people then. The same people them where you try help, you have to go tax them in order to pay them. So guess what you're gonna do? You're gonna end up taking $20 from them and give them back 10 every now and again. And every time you give them the $10, them cheer you and say, oh great, know what? Because he give me the $10. But then they remember say at $20 you take from them yesterday. That was Manley's socialism. Yes, that was Michael, not even Manley, that is PNP socialism. Where they don't believe in business, they believe in a few, they believe in the Tapanari's business. I like his ways and ideas. Well, put it this way. I like his ideas. I don't like his ways. He has good ideas, but his implementation of those ideas, King Dylan, is why you need to question. His implementation of those ideas. And let me go down the wicket with you now, King Dylan. Because we can have that discussion here. Michael said, give the people them some money, make them farm the land and supply the country. Good idea, you know. Very good idea. Yeah, man. Give people money, make them farm land. But when you're doing something like that, my good friend, you have to have guardrails in place to make sure that the people you're actually giving these things to will actually do something that will actually give a return to the country. Michael never have that. No, Jaytan. And there's the problem that I have with you guys. Michael, how do you elevate the lower class? How do you elevate the lower class? By giving them something or by teaching them to earn something? What do you think is the best way to elevate the lower class in Jamaica? By giving them something or by giving them a method in which to earn something for themselves? May I wait for your answer? Socialism is not a way to elevate people. Socialist project is not to elevate people. Well, not all of them. Let me not broad brush all socialist project. Socialism is not about elevation. It's about appeasing. It's about enabling. That is socialism, and that is the difference. That are the line where Michael couldn't find. You see, you will look on social media every day, and you see a whole heap of people that create video where they go downtown and then probably buy some KFC and them a give to some people and say, oh, me I do good. Yes, you're doing good for the moment. Tap up the screen, my people. I have to tap up the screen for me, man. Come on. 2,000, tap up the screen, man. Bring it to 10,000. Well, Jaytan, I don't think you know what socialism is. So, you might say a whole heap of people and them give out things and I say, yes, may I help? But that is where you call temporary solutions to permanent problems. temporary solutions to permanent problem. Over the PNP terms, they had several parishes that had no water. Now, how did they solve that problem? Then buy some jump and then chuck some water, go put down. That is temporary solution to permanent problem. And when you do these things now, those things are social project, so you go out and give out water. But when you give them the jump and full of water for them, it keeps them depending on you. It keeps them depending on you. However, if you are giving these people away to say, here what you do now, when you build your house, build a tank under it, and when rainfall you catch the water, which are those methods you think will be more effective? As I said, Manley, the guy was saying, love Manley ideas. Manley had good ideas, I will give him that. But his implementations of those ideas is where he fails. I will not rob him for saying a good idea. That will be unfair of me. He have good ideas. And not to mention, he has some wicked people around him too. Yes, so he have good ideas, he have wicked people around him. And that is where the breakdown come between me and Michael Manley. That's why Michael Manley, in my book, can never be sat as the most. But Jaytan, there you go, you are agreeing with me. Most capitalist countries have big social programs. Yes. But the capitalism is what funds the socialism. Unless you have a good capitalist economy then the social project them are go broke the government. That are the simple idea. And that is why Michael Manley cannot be number one. Because he could not find the balance. He couldn't find the balance. He was not good enough to balance the two. No government can run on social projects alone. You need capital to do it. What drives capital? Business. So when Manley tell the business people in Jamaica say 5 flights a day, if you don't like what me, I don't leave. That wasn't good for his socialist agenda. That wasn't good for his social agenda. No. Between the Jamaica Labour Party and the PNP, which of these government, which of these party in government has been able to balance both of these ideas? It has always been the Jamaica Labour Party. Seaga did it in the 80s when he invited the business class to come back in, invest in Jamaica, at the same time implementing social projects, social programs, including one of them where the PNP now like to champion as their own. The part program where them like to champion as their own. So while you're encouraging your business class to develop, then you take the proceeds from those and you fund your social projects. The PNP idea of funding social project is to tax the very same people who need help. Tax. How did it reflect on the people's life? It was in my description, Jaytan, it was taking 1 step, taking 2 steps forward and 10 steps backwards. Because as me say, the idea of taking $20 from you and giving you back 10 is not sustainable. Because at some point, the same people them are going to run out of the additional 10. So it can't work, my brother. Anybody where you see, you want to be go back and research again and see if you can find one next prime minister that had managed to balance the social and the capitalist side of government. And you see the greats. I am going to go now and say, Andrew Michael Wellness. my prime minister, your prime minister, Jamaica's prime minister, has been doing a masterful act balancing both. And how do I know that he's doing a great act balancing both? Because the very same PNP supporter them cuss him every day. The same PNP supporter them can tell you. Yes. Taking more but giving back less. There you go, user. You're not going to, I know you're not going to agree upon that, but we can analyze the facts. We can analyze it, you know. The same PNP supporters them on social media cuss Andrew every day. Say it's only a rich friend them. Only a rich friend them a benefit. Don't you hear that criticism? Jaytan, sometime all you give that criticism that too. Only a rich friend them. But while he is encouraging the business class, he's also doling out lots of social projects. Every time one business go up, you hear the question, why is only a rich man can do it? Fine. If you know a poor man, we can take one piece of land and build one 30-story building and open one supermarket, then fine, bring him come. But me no know no poor man, we can't do that. One new hotel bill, why is only the rich man a build the hotel? If you know a poor man, we can get one piece of land and build one 5-story hotel, then bring him come. But what do you do to the poor to, as Jaytan said, elevate them standard of living? You give them the opportunity to get themselves out of poverty. But you make education, skills training, you make all of that accessible. You make it free. No, nobody yet, HR, nobody yet. Just stand by the mute button. You make all of those accessible and free. And Jamaica Wholeness has done that. Tertiary education is now accessible in Jamaica. You know, if you come from a well-known family and you know, if you know nobody again. Because guess what? Gone are the days when you have to beg somebody to come guarantee your student loan for you. Gone are those days. You can go yourself and you get your student loan and you're gone on to tertiary education. Skills training, accessible and free. In fact, it is better than free. Skills training in Jamaica is now better than free because you're paid to learn a skill. That's how you elevate people's lifestyle, Jaytan. That's how you give them, you know, give them a fish. You give them the line and you give them the hook and you send them out to sea. He actually failed in farming though, to be honest. King, I think you're talking about Andrew. Andrew has not failed in farming, King. And let us have that discussion. Let me go to the farming sector sentiment. No, Andrew has not failed in farming. And here is why. All the support is there for farming, King. All the support is there. If you ever go upon the Ministry of Agriculture website and read all of the support. Hold on, no, King, no. And here more your reason. If you go upon the Ministry of Agriculture website and you read all of the support that is there for farmers, you would be shocked. But you know the problem where we have, King? People are not taking up farming. That's the problem, you know. Guess what? And me knew, thinking ahead, I say you knew to follow current event and I'm soon get to you. All right. So the problem we have, you know, King, is that in a Jamaica, farming, even though all of it depend on social media talk about, if you do more, farming in Jamaica is still looked down on. And why you understand the king. Farming in Jamaica is still looked down on. As a dirty food people do farming. You see, because we don't see the support for farming is there. My farmers are not getting it. So hold on there and think ahead. I soon come to you. Just give me a second. So, king, farming in Jamaica is looked down on. So more people are not getting involved in farming. Because nobody knows see the farmer we are drive the Benz. Tap up the screen. People have to tap up the screen, man, and share it out. Nobody knows see the farmer we are drive the Benz, you know. Nobody knows see the farmer we are build up in big house. Nobody knows see the farmer with the gold ring. We only know the DJs, the entertainment, and the chopper them. We are show off them pretty car. So farming in Jamaica, people don't see it as a viable point. So it's not that there is no support for farmers. It's that people still look down on farming. When all of us were when we were children growing up, if you ever tell your parents that you want on farmer, you get some lick till you're blue. If you ever tell your parents that you want on farmer, you get beaten till you're black and blue. And that mentality, when it relates to farming, is still there. It's still there. So it's not that there's no support for farming, it's just that enough persons are not seeing the benefit of it. The amount of support that you have for farming right now, is that there's some places where the government will even give you the land. Give you the seeds, give you the crop, give you everything where you need. Everything where you need. All you have to do is turn up. So yes, there are a myriad of support for farming. There's a lot being done for farmers. People are not taking it up. Farming in Jamaica is still seen as a hustle. Thank you, Shani. Thank you. Well said. Farmers will go on farm work and learn something, must come back and contribute. Right? Farmers will go on farm work where you go and you learn something, come back and contribute. And that would help. Look how much, all right. Need agro-processing. There you go. There you go. And that is why this government has now started the construction of one of the largest agro-processing and storage in the Caribbean. As I said earlier, no temporary solutions around here. And I want to tell you a little update. That project, most said they don't have market. Who said that? Who said they don't have market? Who said they don't have market? That can't, you see, the complaints keep shifting. Is either the government not help or they don't have market. Which is it? Farmers have market. Lots of marketers are there. There are room for export. Think ahead. Hold on, let me bring up think ahead here. Let me bring you. Let me bring you.
How much land there Jamaica when I farm? And me here tell the people them about people now take up farming, not no go so because me live in a rural Jamaica. Rural Jamaica. Look how much onion spoil a St. Thomas the other day. The government needs to give the people them the stuff where you claim said they're for farming. Give to the farmers them, give it to the farmers them, and then provide the market for the stuff. Look how much onion, how much 100 pound of onion spoil a St. Thomas the other day when flood green are the biggest farm food product exporter or importer of Jamaica. And it never takes 6 months.
Hold on. You see the problem with you now? Hear me problem with you now. You can't even get the story you want to tell straight. You can't even get it straight. That's what I know. So you are being very dishonest. Fly Green, tell me which part in Jamaica Fly Green import onion in Jamaica. Tell me, please. And you can tell me where. And tell me which part in a St. Thomas onion spoil because they didn't have market. Unmute your mic and tell me. You see when they come on and shout out the accusation there, they make you no look. I don't want to use unmute your mic, man. Come on, you tell me where Fly Green stay and be the largest importer of. In fact, here what you do. We can't bother with that conversation and that makes sense. Because we are discussing something and you come up here to start propaganda and tell me lies. King Dan, let me try with you. I say, me tell everybody say when I speak, I tell no one that everything in Jamaica is perfect, you know. Me say I request King Dan. Fly Green is no biggest importer. Fly Green is one of the most hard-working agriculture minister Jamaica has ever had.
Right.
Hold on the King Dan, hold on there. Then now when you are going to say, give the thing them and then find the market. So the government will provide everything we want. What part does the farmer, what responsibilities should the farmer take? Nothing, just cut up them, put and collect. King Dan, your background kind of guys, turn on music now. Now, my take is simple.
Across the road, it can play low.
Across the road, okay. My simple take is that only collect the money, Munji. That's all they want to do. Sit down and collect the money.
That's true. But here me have to say, and it's unfair if me blame the Prime Minister, but however, he can look at it and know say he can fix it. Because what I'm saying is, as a youth go Canada, right? Them prioritize farming over there so much that I feel like the government could have got in near somebody bring it up to in agro processing and things like that. Them can take you up and say, look here, but if we local don't have it, then we are going to import. But locals have to come first.
All right. You know that Jamaica already had agro export?
Yeah, me aware of it.
All right. So we have that already.
Yeah.
But the problem we have is in the Jamaica is the fluctuation in crops. And that is a problem.
That's
Local
true.
alone, and I agree with you, Munchi, local alone can supply the market. Jamaica, but let me say this, let me put it to you this way. In a Jamaica presently, support for farmers is more than any other time in this country. More support at any other time. The government part now is like this. I remember, and I don't know if you can remember with me this far back, in 2017 or 18, government went into an agreement with the Azan family to build an agro processing plant in St. Catherine. The government provided the land and they would build a plant. That way, whenever we have excess onion, rather than make it spoil, they send it over there, it is stored for when there is a short of onion. Wouldn't that make sense to you?
Yeah.
Right. When we have excess cabbage, it goes store. When we have excess, it goes store. That was the idea there in that project. Do you know why that project never get going?
No, I never aware why it never get going.
The People's National Party and the media mouthpiece. Take it on them, cuss Azan now wicked. Yeah, the rich man sitting, and the man now Azan say, listen to me now. This project is not worth my name. So let me back away from it. Yeah, you know, work my name. Since them I try plaster my name, let me leave it alone. So that project, which would have put a dent in the fluctuation in agriculture, would have been completed by now. And when Hurricane Beryl hit one year, we would have seen a sharp increase in agriculture price that we saw because we would have had a constant supply market.
Yeah, for real.
So that project, that's why I keep saying, and I say it here, I'm a partisan when I say it, I say everything that is good, the PNP is on record as fighting against it.
But that's where politics come in, though, you know.
That's where
politics cause that. But what I'm saying is, though, there's a lot more can be done. There's a lot more can be done.
Tell me what kind of support you think is missing for the farmers?
Tell you what's missing? Financial help. Farmers have idea, but really can't get the money for do it. And the government not do it for them.
That too is not true. The government has made billions of dollars available to farmers, but you know what the problem?
Oh, yeah.
Let me tell you, through the IDB, the IDB alone make billions of dollars. Hold on, let me see if I can find some of them things that, well, no, I have the book. I'm going to see if I can find them. But they have made billions available to farmers. But you know why the problem, why most people are not benefiting from it?
Yeah.
Because Jamaican farmers fear the term where say register your business. Yes. They fear the term where say register your business. But I'm going to go for the Ministry of Agriculture. Agro investment. Jamaican farmers fear the term that says register. The people in Jamaica believe that once you register, it means you have to go pay tax. That's how you go. Register is a means of tracking what we have. So there are, in fact, billions of dollars. But let me ask you this now. Most of these farmers that want this money are not willing to sit down, put a proper proposal together, approach the bank, and then get their money and do them farm.
But to be honest, it's still get it so easy. I tell you the truth.
Have you
because
tried?
I'm a registered farmer, you know, and I've tried it. You know.
How did you try?
Huh?
How did you try?
By trying to get a loan.
Yeah, how did you try to get the loan?
All right, so the loan asked me, first thing they said, I have to have TCC answer, right? With no problem. So I carry all of my documents, go to the loan officer, and I show him what I want to do or how I want to do it.
Where did you go? To the bank? You go to a bank?
Yeah, a bank.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when we go there, she say, yo, you know, say you're a farmer doing farming unpredictable, and them have to look back for what them do to get the money. So here we only can give 250 or 200, which that couldn't cover the amount what we want to do. So even if we take the 250, I go fail, I go fall short and then fail.
And then fail. But that is the bank. But the international, the interdevelopment bank is where have this government project. Going to the bank, that's for the government. The government supported through the IDB.
Yeah, but the thing is, you know, same like rather, you know, when certain things come in, certain people get through with you, and you left behind.
You see, other defeatist mentality there across the problem. A certain people, who is the Reggie, stop telling yourself that certain people get through.
I'm gonna get through. Me, I tell. Well, me never tried the one you talk about.
You're not listening to me, you know.
Yeah.
They said, go contact the IDB.
IDB.
Those government fund projects too.
Alright, now check it out still.
You have a business plan that you put together?
Yeah, solid business plan.
Yeah, take your business plan to the IDB. Them have the, well, let me give you Agro Investment Corporation, 4-H Club, Dairy Farmers, Dairy Banana. I give you the website where you go to.
Yeah, man, no problem.
It's a massive book. But there is billions of dollars available to farmers through these very same projects. But most people, like you said, have the mentality where say, boy, certain people alone then go for, or the big man alone. When no, the village lawyer syndrome is one of the wickedest things in Jamaica, where one man decides that through me not get you, you not get you either.
Yeah, for real.
When that is simply not the fact, people need to do these things for themselves. There is no telling why the other person never get you. But let me go. I got the website. If we have more people who try things for themselves in Jamaica, would that be better?
But the thing is, you know, most farmers not really educated, so these things they want to know.
And there you go. That is problem number 2, King. That is problem number 2. And because, as me say, farming in Jamaica is still looked down on.
Yeah,
farming is the dirty foot people them. Right? It's the dirty foot people them, the farming, because nobody see the image of the farmer driving the Benz, driving the BMW, showing in gold ring. Nobody knows see that image there. But you know how much millionaire farmers you have?
Yeah, for real. Yeah, man, then I know enough couple right now where them help me, to be honest.
All right, you see this brother in the chat now when name FKU, and me tax you want to move up. It's for free. You see that? That is the problem. When you're ready to start business, my brother, in Jamaica, your business have to generate over $10 million before you are eligible to pay tax. $10 million. By the way, under the previous administration, it was 3. This government moved it to $10 million before you can pay tax. Registering,
But the thing is, you know, me not against tax. You know,
okay,
tax
okay. All right, no, we're not against tax, you know, but me I say people are afraid that the term register because they assume that it means oh, me have to go pay some tax somewhere. But no, that's not what it means. It means that it's a way of getting benefits that are available. And well, I'd rather tomato. No, that's not the tomato one. Where's the ID? I just want the ID website. Right now, that the Ministry of Agriculture, they are giving out boat and boat engine to fishermen.
Okay.
Has there ever been a time in Jamaica where you can go sign up and if you want boat and one engine and say go start a fishing business? No. But because the problem is that people not talking about these things, people not learn them. Right?
And this is where the country falls short, because we have the best climate, one of the best climate in the world for farming. We can produce a lot of farming and supply food country and other countries. But why am I not see it going? God do.
It not go nowhere because we have too much naysayers who find more pleasure in tearing down something that they have no idea about than Kingman, rest of yourself, than to find out what going on in a something and find the benefits that are there. And that's how Jamaica thinks. I'll give you one simple example. The government have a thing what they call one reverse tax credit, where if you pay your taxes, then give back 20 grand. Yes, I don't want to hold it for money, but I'm more than you had. Right? So yeah, people are telling people, don't take it. Why would you encourage people not to take something that is due to them? I mean, not because you support the PNP, you know, if you go sign up and take the 20,000, you know, you don't labor right, you know.
True.
Just means that you take one benefit that is there for you.
True. But right? As I say still, I need to educate the farmers some more, because even me remember this time with Damon Crawford when he was afraid the goat. And people like, yo, we don't want to go like really and truly go there now.
Yeah, but that people didn't want no goat. It was what Damien Crawford said about the goat. Remember the Damien said, and I am quoting him exactly as I remember the speech. Damien said, when me, if you don't make me an MP, and a youth come to me and say, him want a lunch money if you go to school. I go say, me not give no lunch money if you go to school, see two goat there.
Yeah, but the thing is, yeah, but a lack of education cause that, because the two goats will value far more than the lunch money, you know.
Yeah, but him still have to go to school to learn how to take care of the goat them. So if you the goat and the lunch money, yes. There is a joke going around that says a little boy in school telling teachers, I'm going to be a rapper. When he grew up and his teacher telling him, say, you're going to be a broke rapper. The student asks, are you suggesting that I have no talent? The teacher said, no, you have a whole heap of talent, you know. But you're a rapper that don't like maths. So somebody who loves maths, I go come rob you. Yes. Somebody who loves maths, I go come rob you. So even if you want to be the greatest rapper, learn to count your money. That was the simplest right there, son. So even if you want to be the biggest goat farmer, you think that Damien Crawford would have stopped him picking them from go school and give them two goats? No. He would have keep the two goats for them and send them to the best university, and when them come out, he give them the goat.
Yeah, but the thing is, what I'm saying, what I'm saying is, if you ask somebody if you go to school tomorrow, and you say, look here, I give you two goats to them, we can't give you cash. We would have glad to take the two goats, because at least we say, you know what, I sell one of the goats, but we keep one. You know? I don't end up with far more than the lunch money. Because the lunch money will understand for 1 day.
That's first. If I hear the idea, you must always have a plan B.
Right.
All right, so let me take the two goats. Take the two goats. If you can't go to school, I take the two goats, and yes, I have a couple of goats and them are going good, and one day, God forbid, we have one disaster and the goat them get white. I don't have no goat. I have no education. What am to me then?
Yeah, no, fearless. But the thing is, what the point that I'm trying to get across is education about farming is very important, because they see the goal come up under the dirt and not knowing that it's a goal, you know.
Very important. There is a little program I'm watching on TV now, watching on the internet more time. Name is about one vet. His name Dr. Paul. Him do farm cars, and listen to me. Some things when we learn about animal watching that little program. I believe that project doing this. I got investment service. Yes. Like a veterinary, improve library, and so what if things plant farming nowadays is not just going to dig some yamil and put beside yamil there and wait. It's far more complicated than it was 10 years ago. Farming now is a science, an exact science. And if you want to get money out of farming, you have to learn the science. You have to learn the business. If you can only farm the land, then when you reap it and sell it, somebody will go rob you, because you never learn the business aspect. You never learn to calculate, say, it take me 20 bag of feed, and the 20 bag of feed costs $40. So I have to price that way so I can make back. If you don't learn that aspect of it, you might be a successful farmer, but you're going to still end up broke.
Yeah, but I same thing we just say lead back right to what I was saying, that education about farming is very important. So you need to start from the grassroots level and put farming first in the country. Well, yeah, put farming first in the country, because
it's because of that importance of farming why Edward Seaga in his time
exactly
started the Agricultural Development Bank, so that farmers could walk into that bank. It's like how you walk in one of them big banks and they tell you, no, that was a farmer's bank for farmers. But that too
Right.
was
So even that is a good idea, a good plan. That.
we had it, but that too was a victim of FinSac. Yes. That too was a victim of FinSac. So we had all of those. We had the big agro export farm where you used to go on. Those things was victims of FinSac. Right?
Yeah.
All of the things that we needed, we had them. We had a booming manufacturing sector which include farming. But all of those were victims of FinSac. All of them were victims of FinSac. The IDB says that we provide financing and advice to service and agribusinesses and their value chain, which farmers and biological products are essential. So you go to them with your business plan.
Yeah.
We will give you the expertise you need. Right?
Okay.
So the idea, see that? It says, we're Jamaica. $150 billion available to Jamaican farmers for these projects. 150 billion. Yeah, man, FinSac took Farmers Bank. So I asked, have your business plan ready. Visit the IDB.
Yeah.
And get your things started out properly. Because the support is there. If you short seed, you're going to the ministry and they supply you with the seeds. No, I don't want to hear about it. But they launched an app recently, which, well, no, I'm not sure if them launched it yet, which is gonna guide the farmers to the markets.
Oh, that's very good.
On your smartphone, you have the app, you plant your tomato, you advert when your tomato ready. Yes, that farmer has on tomato. The people who need tomato will reach out to you. Because one of the problems we also face is that there might be a man down in Jamaica, down in a rural country, he plants some yam. So when you read the yam, then he put them in a one cocos bag and he can go over the hotel and say, "Me have some yam." The hotel can't go buy that. No. But if you clean them up properly, put them in a nice little box, tape up the box, and carry go over the hotel will buy that. Right? Hotel we buy that. So most of the time we blame without looking at what we are bringing to the table. Right? But as I say, check out the IDB, whole heap of project for farmers.
Yeah, man, I check out it, man.
Whole heap of project. The little bank them can't tell you no. The IDB won't tell you no. They will guide you, they will find what you need, then we set you up.
Okay.
Anyway, no, that's insurance. Any which part the expertise, then we tell you what. Plan need this, you're gonna need that, and you're gonna need that. Right? Nowadays in Jamaica, if you have your land and you want to start your farm, the government should rather we send the tractor man come, they come clear up your land for you. Yeah?
Yeah.
So that support is there. So people can come and say, give the farmer them the thing and make them do what. I'm not saying thing on the support is there. If you have onion in a St. Thomas, as she said, find the market. Coronation market sell whole heap of onion at the time. If you can't sell a coronation, you go instead. But you can't sit down and you sit and spoil and you say government make it spoil. No.
No. It's spoil it by you. Just that me I say. Farmers need to expand more.
Farmers need to expand. Thank you.
Yeah.
Simple.
Because even this is somebody I say locals can supply the market, which is that like a lie. Locals can supply the market. It's just that locals don't have the amount of goods out there to supply them. But the land, the property, the condition, the climate, everything is here to supply country.
But what we need is more people, King, to take up the farming.
Yeah, and more people educated about the farming.
More people educated about it. But as me say, until we change how we look at farming, until we change how we look, as me say, remember, growing up, if you ever tell your parents that you want to farm and you get no ends amount of beating,
Up to now.
Up to now, thank you. You get no ends amount of beating because you work less, you know, no ambition. Because we don't know the image of that. We don't have that image after a successful farmer. We don't have that image there. Our image of farmer is a dirty foot job.
True. And farmers farmers well taken care of over other countries. People look up to farming in other countries so much you couldn't believe.
Because over there, it's not a hustle for them. It's actually a career.
Yeah. And if to be honest, you have some little secret man in a Jamaica and I mean, millions of dollars for farming.
Yes.
Millions.
So guess what? Guess what? If them talk, too much people are gonna come in there.
Yeah, and I'll cut them.
If them talk, too much people are gonna come in there. Right? So the opportunities are here, but as I said, the village lawyer syndrome, where everybody sit down and tell you, say, boy, I don't want to do it, I don't want the government to give us some house, I never want none. What is taking a benefit from the government? Have to do with who you vote for when the time comes? Nothing.
No, exactly. You know what a way you vote for because, all right, look for me. Me a PNP, I'm not going to tell you, I'll see there, I will do this. You can't be foolish to the society and to life. You see me? Life and the world bigger than that.
Listen to me. I love political reasoning. I love having political conversation. Yeah. I am not the kind of pastor who wants to sit down every day and preach to the choir. But I believe it's one of the greatest things. You say education, me call it misinformation. Where people sit down and tell themselves, say, nothing go on so. Right? Rather than find out where the benefits are, how can I take advantage of this? Because guess what? Them say too much work.
For real.
Easy. We like the handout. Right? But now tell you, King Man, this Minister of Agriculture has made more support available to the farmer than any time in the last 40 years.
Yeah, I don't like to. I like what you do with the police, the farmer police.
Yes.
Yeah, I rate that.
Because
farming I get a beating in terms of livestock wise.
Previous last it was a big problem in Jamaica. Very last problem. You farm them and you can't keep them. We don't hear their stories there again. We not say stop, But
stop.
Because no matter where you have to fill up couple of teeth about the place.
Yeah.
The chance of them less now. Because
at least that open up the place people can see what going on. Not only that young youth can get jobs because they drop the requirement to like about 2 subjects or so. So you have more people can get in our work. So good for both ways. In terms of where work is concerned and also farming. So I like the idea. I don't like it. As a PNP.
One to most people, they can only see the picture when it's done. Right? They can only see the picture when it's done. When you're done painting, they can see. When they work and go on, they don't have the ability to see. They say, oh, that's not going to be the end result. But I think the closest to fly green as agriculture minister was actually when Christopher had it in 2008. I don't know if it is.
Well, I agree with you because my mother did a wonderful job.
Roger.
When the fat one did them. Roger Clark, yeah.
I know.
As much as I'm young still, but
you know why I wouldn't give Roger Clark that credit there. I remember me telling me my auntie will grow me.
Yeah.
To work with Roger Clark. So me know Roger. But Roger, under Roger, the agricultural sector is why This is why so much work after I go to build it back now, you know. Because they never put in the necessary investment in agriculture from them time there. Remember, you know, as I said, you build for the generation to come. You have to build for the generation to come. So if everything what we have did build up from them time there, we would not. What we would have to do now is add. But we can't add. We have to build now.
Sure.
So we're not adding. Remember, Raja served in two places. Raja from Westmoreland, and he was in St. Elizabeth.
Yeah.
And those are two farming parishes.
Yeah, man.
And not even good water supply, they never left there.
No, but up to now, none of this still. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, but you see it a bill now, though.
Yeah, I see a couple of things go on this.
Right.
But it still can go at a more better pace.
At a better pace.
Yeah. All right. What I'm saying is, you know, instead of you, the government has said, you know, we have built, we have said water good on the alien, right? Instead of you are trying to do that as the government, why does it look here? You know, say, you're going to send water down the alien, but guess what? So they give water, but they give the next person, they give the next person, give the next person. So instead of doing it halfway on top, you have it a continue. You understand?
Now, I don't understand. So instead of running our community.
All right. No, may I use this as an example, right?
He must just give one man in the community and then make him distribute it.
That's what I'm saying. If it's a case that you say, all right, the money we can get through government, we can carry this far, right? We will carry this far, but guess what? You are going to pay a little money when they get it. And then it will pay if you extend it, go further to the next man and to the next man and to the next man.
Oh, but no, man, but it's not. Remember, no. I think where you are mismanaged, you know. These projects are not members of parliament projects, you know. These are government projects. So it's not funded. These projects are being funded in full. So we are supplying water to a community, to a parish.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. That now.
Yeah, man, it's a happen, man.
But
remember, you know, running these pipes, you know, making them something available is not an overnight thing, you know. And one of the reasons why most of them projects are not done yet is what them call the wicked procurement process where we have. We take years.
Yeah.
Years to get one project started. Look at if you look at the road maintenance project, the government announced the road maintenance project from 2022. And I know it has started, and people think, oh, because of election. No, it's because of the process what we have.
Take time to go through, I know that.
Time to go through. And most of these steps that have to go through is waste of time. Most of them not necessary.
I'm not going to say that necessary, to be honest, because it prevents other persons to try create for somebody. Because you have to remember that, we as Jamaicans, somebody love create for everybody for themselves.
I understand it, but let me give you one step where these things have to go through. There is a part of the procurement where you go to an office and sit at a desk for 90 days. Nothing is being done. Just sit down and wait. That is actually written in the process. It gets approved, everybody sign off, and then they go to the office there and it sits there for 90 days.
Yeah.
And then now it go to a next process. The person now finds it wrong. It go back to that point there. Then it have to come back to that point again and sit down for one next 90 years.
Yeah.
These are the things where they hear they say we are going to cut the red tape. These are the things where they are cut out of it. Why 90 days? Determine, I forget what them call. HR guru there, I forget what them call that process, that part of it. But if you sit down there for 90 days, just waiting. Just waiting. So I'm worried for them. I understand the need for to safeguard, but some of them need to go. So when the government say, no, we are going to remove some of the red tape, those are the red game. And I am going to say this again, that there was a time in Jamaica when political corruption was at an all-time high. When every single project was government take on, married corruption. I am happy to say that time, I am not going to tell you the right answer, say disappear and gone.
No.
But it is far less now. Because we have a what you call, I don't even like them sometimes. We have an integrity commission that are set to guard against the people. We have an auditor general that is set to guard against the people. And we have civic group. And I'm going to say oversight. We have civic group that if the civic group act in the way they are supposed to act and stop act on partisan level, them can stand as safeguard. But right now, them can't stand as no safeguard as they are. So majority, we can lessen the time. And Kingman, you ever hear them say that government only fix road when election call?
Yeah.
You didn't know say that is as a result of the very same procurement process. Because here's how it got to now. We win election today. We come to me people and say, yeah, you know, team, you know, say some money allocated to fix this road.
Yeah, it have to go through tendering.
Good. But it have to go through the process. That very same process can take him up to 3 years.
Yes, and then he end up on the last
term,
one.
When the election again, at that time, the money finally come to fix the road. So they must say, oh, you know, it's a true election.
Yeah.
So that are some of the blames where politicians take unnecessarily. No, I am not here to swear say all politicians good and but no. But you have people who actually put in the effort to get the work done. Because we might look at, say, Anne-Marie Vaz. Anne-Marie Vaz fixed almost all of the road them in East Portland.
Yeah, she pop up on my TikTok after the new roads.
With new road.
Yeah.
Now, how is it that Anne-Marie, like a road at Crawford, a Hero Clark, and most of them people are able to fix so much road with the same procurement process that everybody have? You know how them do it? Now, people like Anne-Marie Vaz, them lobby the NGOs, the non-governmental organization for support.
Oh.
Yes, them go to companies like the big companies like Digicel and them place there, and them get support from them.
Yeah, but the thing is, you know, that can be a problem too, you know, because you see when a company help you, you know, you look for support back from you, you know, which that can be a problem, you know.
The backside company them too. But it doesn't have to be a problem.
It doesn't have to be, but sometimes it's a problem.
All of these companies, King, where you feel, help them somewhere. Them get tax write-off. Yeah, them get tax write-off.
All right.
That's the corporate youth. That's being a corporate citizen.
Yeah.
It's them budget. So helping you to fix a road. That and Marie Vaz are era them people, helping them to fix a road. Them just write it off in a tax. I was a good corporate citizen. Yes, and people look at them and say, boy, Digicel fix my road, you know, so might as well buy one Digicel phone card. Right? So it is beneficial to them, but as I would say, you have some hard-working MPs and you have some others. You see?
True, that's a fact.
Right? So that's the problem we face, but the procurement process in getting this done has to be reformed. It must. The land is supposed to take a project from the conceptualization of the project to the implementation. It's supposed to be at least 1 year. 1 year,
yeah, that will set up. And that we give them the amount of time to do the amount of work before the next election.
They take the country more than the company. I would think it's a 50-50. Two of them get them benefit. Me get the tax right
50-50.
And you get the road fixed. Right? But what we have is a problem nowadays, you know, Kingman, is that most people are not willing to get involved because the least little thing, them name get dirty. The least little thing, them name get messed up, and most people nowadays you gotta protect it. Anything.
Yeah, that's true.
So we have people we are work. We have a government we are work, and I can tell you this: when it comes to government that implement things for the people, none no beat that one year. Trust me.
We still not agree with you for that.
No, I mean, you don't have to agree with me, no. But let me bring the argument that direction. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which government you would have tell me say do more, implement more projects to benefit the people than this one?
As they said, back to the first topic where you bring up Manley.
Manley.
Why
Would you say Manley?
All right, so in terms of when we grow up, I say like the things that we used to do, or we read about what we used to do, and I say, yeah, this help the people, even though you bring up a good fight with the capitalism and the business.
Yes.
But if do a good job, because certain things, even in my own community, where I say, well, badly put up that, and it's still up and running now.
Like give me one of your favorite Manley project where you read about.
The parish tank and the health center.
Parish tanks and health center.
Yeah.
We've always had health center was not a Manley thing.
Well, but some of them are him build them though.
Yes. But we were always have health center going across the island.
Well,
no, but that's not a Manley thing. That's a government thing. Every government build health center. No, you say one of the project where Manley implement, where you can say, yeah man, Manley put in that one here and it good.
Yeah man, we just get water tank.
Yes.
Water tank.
No, let me fix up that one there for you.
Yeah.
Water tank is not a Manley project either. But let me give you what you give Manley credit for when you say water tank. The micro dams. You know the micro dams that we have, one of them out of Spanish dam. Yeah. Those things are Manley. But water tank in a community, government, every government, from Buster come right up. Buster, Norman, yeah, come right up. All of them put in one. But the micro dam them, that was funded to Cuba, was like a man. So if you have go said that, yeah, we can give that.
Yeah, and that we mean.
The micro dam, all right. What else?
Well, we can't get off on top of it because as we say, I way back when we did it, but I'm good about that things. I have to look back, I swear.
What you think about the social, the Hope House program now by Andrew Wallace?
The Hope House program?
Yeah.
That's the one over billion, the concrete thing they might have given.
Yeah.
That is a very good thing, but however, the fact say, as far as my understanding go, the person don't own it. Me kind of go against that.
All right, there you go now. You see, and that's the problem because your understanding about that project is wrong. The Hope House project under Andrew Wallace is built on people's land and a feed them house.
Then why Desmond Mackenzie come out and say it is not for the people?
Desmond was speaking on the social house projects that are built on government land.
Yeah, but even that's what I'm saying, even that too. Even that, it shouldn't be like that because what I'm saying is if all right, a poor person has no land, no house, right? We are going to build it on the government land, we are handing over to him or to see. But want him to pass it down to the generations them some people give the land.
No, here's the problem with most of those people, Kingman. Here's the problem with most of them people. Yeah. You see, majority of those people where you see, they don't have no family to take care of them. Yeah? And every time, why when the government build one house, you know, family are go running. They don't have no family abandon them at infirmary, them left them on the street, and them are living at some
So you know they get the inheritance.
Government are going to come in, King, build your house, and then all of a sudden, all of your family say you get pretty house now will come. That makes sense to you?
No, that's unfair still.
If the government that take care of you, the government will take care. But whenever you pass on, the house are going to move on to the next needy person. Right? Yeah. So the poor house is different from the indigent house. And you know what the term indigent means.
Okay.
The indigent house. You know who is an indigent person?
No.
Somebody when don't have nobody, basically. You don't have nobody.
Outside of the relatives.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't have nobody. Right? So when the indigent get a house and all of a sudden you get to a pretty house, all of a sudden you have family who want to inherit it. Me no support that. No, make it go back to the government and the next needy person get it. Now the persons with the Hope House now, the Hope House, this is the one that is run by the Prime Minister himself. The only qualification you need to get rid of one of those, to get one of those, you know is what?
Is your land?
Thank you. You have to have so much. That's the
only
thing you need to qualify for one of that. You have to provide the place to put it. Right?
Yeah,
so go for the people who are trying to tear down a good project.
No, me don't follow people the most things I want to see for myself. Even though me not do as far as enough research, buddy. But most things I can see for myself.
Yeah, man. Check it, man. It's one of the greatest projects ever come to from any prime minister.
It's a good project. It's a good project. I'll take that for you.
Very good project. Right. So and the problem one of the way the project is done, I sure it is good. It is split equally to every member of parliament is allotted 5 of these houses every year.
Yeah, man. Me see it.
Every member of parliament, PNP can recommend 5 persons a year.
I would like that.
To get one of these houses. So it's not a partisan thing.
No.
But couple weeks ago, one vocal supporter at the Jamaica Labour Party received one. And it was everybody see your Labour get it. But when the Prime Minister go down a Reverton, Calado Muse go give one, there was no shout. When he go down a Seaview go give one, there was no shout. When they give one on Michael Phillips constituency yesterday, there was no shout.
Yeah.
So it is a fair program, it is an honest program.
Yeah. That's not like.
Right. So that's a one where Andrew implement. The social pension. You know about the social pension?
No.
The social pension is which persons that are up in age who probably never enter the formal working system, never here in a pension scheme, can now apply to the government and get a pension of Philippines our $12,000 a month, $12,000 every 2 weeks.
Oh, but yeah, me know where I start now, because I think this is some people that give some paper where they have a feeling. I age limit, but
yes,
so many people them say they don't get nothing still. So I don't know what that part.
Yeah, because maybe some time and everybody will fill out the form qualified.
Okay.
Right. So you fill out the form and you're not qualified. And you may fill out the form and you put something wrong on it. But Philippians, how much is the pension? 12,000 every 2 weeks? Philippians not here, man. Friends, how much are the social pension? I think at 12,000 every 2 weeks. Me just want to make sure. But that is for persons who never get to contribute anything in their lifetime. But the government still provide a little something for them. 12,000, right? 12,000. Right? The government still provide a little something for them. When I hear about a thing what they call the compassionate care grant.
Go again?
You ever hear about the compassionate care grant?
Compassionate, yeah.
You know, that's the one where the government give up to $1 million for any surgery. Well, it's not every 2 months, every 2 weeks. Any surgery where you want to go through, the government give you up to $1 million.
Okay.
So that's why I'm saying social programs have to be funded. Yeah, but I know it's an economic man, you know. But the economy will start growing at a higher rate when we get people up to what we call a higher earning position, when they upskill themselves and we start attract better paying jobs in Jamaica. Right? Because one of the problems we have, Omaro, is that a man will drop out of school at 8th grade, tell himself that he now work for no minimum wage. But yet he now do nothing to get himself qualified for a higher pay.
Me now cut it short. I have to run this here now, but
all right, no problem, man. No problem.
All right, respect.
No problem. Welcome. You know, so I tell you this. You're one of these better come with them on TikTok so we can sit down and talk.
Yeah, man, then as we say, we love politics, even though we are people, we love politics.
We love me politics.
Exactly. And we are one, so it make sense to cuss or quarrel over some way. You see me? It make sense. Damn Gail. What do you mean? You know what call center work I get? I remember, so willing.
All right, my boss. We're there.
Chuck, so when I come in for say, can't say long come on phone one charge. When I come in for say is shops, did you look at the video? The one where Michael Phillips was standing with his supporters looking down at the hills. You see that one?
Yeah, man, I see it, man.
You see the light post in front of it?
Yes.
And we say that's a constituency in a every day. That light post, I wouldn't be surprised it dropped down from Hurricane Beryl.
But hold on there, let me reply to this man in the comment. You tell me which call center pay minimum.
No call center workers get. I'm an ex-call center worker and no call center worker get minimum.
Tell me which call center worker get minimum wage.
As a matter of fact, enough of them are earn more than people want to sit down in the office.
Thank you.
What I was about to say is the MP, and then they run up and down with the MP, and none of them realize that the light post were in front of the lane is hazardous. Remember, obviously the MP have visit the area because them recommending them do their inspection and so forth. They want them to say nobody not see piece of light post until tomorrow can drop down pan all of them out there, so. All them out there drop down and then they run go call the government. When all of them sit down there, see the light post lean up, but then come out for come say they nah. Them a come cuss. They hear him board frat bass. Michael should share my say, I want and they Miguel, you're here and you're representing your party. Tell me which constituency does the People National Party has that you can say they have been making full representation.
Miguel, send me a request and copy on the back. You have some information we want to discuss.
Chuck, I want to share this with you guys. I have a cousin who went to Hart, and he did, I think, the whole AC thing. I don't know the proper name for the course, but that's the only qualification he has. The other day I spoke to him and he told me that he got a job with one of the new hotels in Western Jamaica.
And I'm a princess.
And no, not a princess. Trelawney. And he said he was not working. I don't want to tell no lie. He said he is getting 2,000 US a month for his salary, plus he's able to eat at any of the restaurants on property, and he gets, I think, $300 for his traveling.
Because Shika, and this is what a lot of people don't know, you see, skilled workers, they are very high in demand. You hear the government talking about productivity.
And he said, the only thing he has to do is to check some machines to know if they are working or they are not working and send off the report every day. That's all he has to do. And I even went as far as him and said, hey, the engineers that you're working with, make sure you try to learn something from them.
Yes.
There is under the cupboard.
More qualifications.
So use the one you have. So even when I was talking to him, he said his mama thinks the job is a scam because it was too good to be true, right? And the man getting paid, the man in that job getting paid, right? So people sit down at Jamaica and I say, oh, nothing go on, nothing go on. That is not true. That very same cousin worked in the call center, got a job with ATL and did not take the job at ATL. You know why? Because ATL was not paying him as much as he was getting or earning at the call center. And I ask and I tell you, no,
Tika, I
call
know
center
that
people make
personally.
money.
I know. Yesterday, I remember telling her this. And me I tell her as an ex-call center worker and as a person who work in the financial industry that deals with paychecks. You see, call center workers surprisingly makes very good money. But you know what is the issue with call center workers? They're very poor in budgeting their money. Extremely poor. And you see the thing about call center workers, there's something about them and competition. Not only that, they get loans very easy. I don't know if it's true. The lot of these BPO companies sign on with the financial institutions, but they get loans very easy. As a call center worker is working for about a year, the first thing they do is buy car. The first thing they do is be rent some of the dearest apartments. They heavily invest in clothes and ear. When I ask her, tell me and tell you.
I remember when my friend who is a trained teacher got some shop, everything, and she never left over Vista Print. She got a job there and she never left there. She said what she's earning.
Vista Print here in US.
Right. She said what she's earning there, she not get it as a teacher. So I don't understand this notion about call center this and call center that.
Damigil come up and tell we now which call center him know we are paying minimum.
And there is this call center that I know that has been there from the devil was a boy. Why name again, Renz? That is like the training ground. Yes, that Alliance one is like the training ground.
Alliance one.
And once you get a training there, so Chuck, it's like you get the best training in the world, so you just move on. People just spend like 3-4 months today, and you have people that are there for years, because I also have a friend who is a manager there, right? So people did it for years, but that is like the training ground. You go there so you get the experience and you move on. And when you move on, you get higher salary.
What is it name? What is the name?
Which one on a Mandela?
Where name?
Mandela where? When you're Mandela Park? Or Mandela Highway?
Lie.
Damigil, come on, send me a request and come to man if we could discuss the call center business, man.
No, but you see what they've been doing, Chucks? A lot of people don't understand is that a majority of Jamaicans, I'm willing to put this for me, put this and say this. 90 to 95% of Jamaicans do not earn minimum wage. It's not even man who work per site.
It's higher than 90%, you know.
Eh?
It's higher than 90%. I believe
that's why I said 90 to 95. Now, if not even the workman who work on a site or earn minimum wage, why would a call center worker be earning minimum wage?
Friends, say this is a conversation that I always hear, and I have never really gotten an opportunity to speak on minimum wage. People say all the time how people will survive on minimum wage with 4 pitney and a pay rent. Where are the children's father?
How can an American survive on $290 a week? Since we are assuming that every Jamaican earns $15,000 per week, how does one in the US survive on $290 per week, which is the minimum wage? And out of that $290, you have to find $100. Let's say $100 the minimum to buy grocery. Not to mention your insurance, light, electricity, and so forth. Since in a day we're talking about Jamaicans are earning minimum wage, how can someone in the US earn $290? How can a person who lives in New York lives on $400 an hour, $80 within a reach $500 per week? Me want you tell me that? No, but we're not hearing nobody run up and down and talk about people in America earn minimum wage. No, because we know. We accept that minimum wage is to protect employees to ensure that they are not extorted. If we accept that for America, We can't. How is it that we can't accept that for our own country? If
the thing is, neither America, Canada, Jamaica, nobody, no country expects their citizens to work for minimum wage. It is simple there as a guide. So I don't understand this. All of a sudden, minimum wage is a big topic when there has always been a minimum wage. What we expect people to do is to educate themselves and get a job that is paying for the lifestyle that they want to live.
Sandy, and I want to add what you're saying to Sandy. We are now seeing a type of entitlement that's approaching in society, and we need to cut it out. And you're right; these people not qualifying themselves but want a managerial salary. No, you can't be doing that. You can't be telling me that you're not qualified, you don't have a 6 CXC, but you want to go there and earn 30 and $40,000 per week. Why? And then at the same time, I give poor quality job. You know, one of the reasons we have such poor customer service, one of the reasons we have such poor customer service in Jamaica, companies are having to resort to taking on people who aren't qualified for positions. Me remember when I go to school, you used to hear saying if we have at least 8 CXC. So a lot of jobs were out there were saying 78 CXC subject. Call center. I'm not ask somebody tell you. Call center never used to have this thing, but you don't have to have CXC. You can't just come and no, you have to have at least 6 CXC subject. Because I remember when I went to the call center, I was overqualified. But you know why we're seeing such poor customer service? No, because company now having to drop their standards to get workers. And we need to come out of this thing, but all the dance culture when it pop up the other day. No, we need to cut out all of that because it's affecting us, it affects the country in at the end.
But most people, Jay, they don't see the Jimmy, I accident you press the button by you. So you have to go. I have come bad me up for something else. Right? But it's nobody in no Jay.
Yeah, Chuck, good night. Good night, Lashika, and good night, Range Girl. My daughter work at Sutherland. My daughter have 9 subjects, 9 in a 1 and 2. 9, and if you don't have that, Sutherland now take you. You have to have at least 4.
Whole qualification.
If you not have 4 or 5 subjects, Sutherland now take you. And Sutherland pay quality money. Me not ask nobody because my daughter work at home here. So when I come talk about and the call center when I talk about Mandela, I too run in him. I too run pay quality money. Him can't tell me because I have a lot of friends work. Even Alarica pay quality money because I have one girlfriend used to work there and she had drawn down 100,000 a fortnight.
I too run.
That are the one out of ferry person talking. Out of Nestle, when Nestle's there.
Oh, yeah, out of Nestle. Yes.
Somebody spell it to me.
Our ITRUMA.
Friends, HR spell it there. ITRUM.
Yeah,
ITRUM. Okay,
yeah,
thanks.
exactly. So me no know how them are gonna tell us say them the call center pay cheap. No, lie them a tell. Me can't tell them that I lie them a tell. All right, Chuck, last week me I talked to a 19-year-old at Ibex at Portmore. And she tell me say she da Ibex 6 months and she buy a brand new underfit car, brand new. You hear me tell you, Chuck, 6 months a day.
All right. And that is the problem where most of these people have.
She's 19 years of age, 19.
Most of them speak on things that they have no idea about. Them just hear something and repeat it. Credit or cash. Does it matter, David, what? If I credit or cash? Eh? David, even if she
credit, even if it's credit, remember she'll be scrutinized first before.
Even if it's by credit, it would be based on her salary.
Based on her salary. And even
Right,
if it's
exactly.
cash, because she earn enough to save, our money can buy cash. It doesn't matter
Yes,
which way.
because rent's girl, she live with her mother, so she not pay rent like now water. You understand? And the girl could have buy her car. Because she's from Linstead and she buy her car, she drive come her work. You hear me tell you? Because when she said she draw down sometimes at $250,000. Depends on the account you are on.
Right, and the level. Now it's clarified. There was never no mystery about it, David. She buy her car.
We never, and we did not state specifically how, because the speaker did not state how. We are giving, if it was cash, okay, she purchased the car cash because she saved. If it was credit, because the bank assessed her and saw where she's able to afford it. So
Exactly.
it doesn't matter which way or whatever. The thing is, she have, and I said it, and I said earlier, Chucks, say a lot of these cars, don't ever go on car center to see a motor carry park up out there. In morning, evening, it me with the bank employee.
You want to come at Ibex at Portmore and you see something else. Rent,
They have one big parking lot.
yeah, rent a four building that Portmore. And rent, me tell you, so when you see the girls them a come out at daytime or a morning time, rent there is a hairstyle, fingernail turn up, and back a competition then run this so who can get the most money.
Chuck, you realize that she not tell no lie, she confirm what me said before. So once with them on call center, them have a thing when it come on to ear, clothes, and boot.
Rent, me working at Portmore. Me working at Portmore, so me see them and me interact with some of them. Me tell us a hot girl will ever clean and look good, hairstyle turn up.
One thing with them and them more, and them more up to date with the latest fashion.
Thank you. Rents, it's when they touch fortnight time, it's when they look over the place where they collect, where they go buy them clothes off a Shein or something. Sometimes you can't even go in there or in the park. When they come up.
What me tell you with call center, people sometimes when they go to call center, they see some car park up, what people will sell. Me tell you, say, and no can bash call center all on want, but it spring up, or it creates linkages to other industry. You have a lot of self-employed individuals that rely on these BPO employees as well. You have a vendor who cook meals, drive up in car and lunchtime, makes money right there. You have individuals who sell clothes or cleaning products and so forth, and even snacks. I know of a snack van that parks up a call center and they go there and buy the snacks and stuff for their children. You have people who drive up to different call center them lunchtime and sell them cook meals. Not only that, you have businesses that make sure they situate themselves close to call center because they want to ensure that they get customers from them. Like Dadri just states, the shipping company ensure them they're close to the call center where they know, all right, the call center people them can, it's right across, and then they come pick up their package and go back to work.
Let me say to Omar raised a point, say if this young lady did smart, should have a money I work for her. But as we rent say when she just got here, the majority of the issue most of them face is not that they are not making the money, is that they don't have the money management skill. So money make, money spend. Yeah, me know me I'll get one next 200 next week so me can spend that one.
Yeah, and Chuck, me and tell me see it first, and them not really safe and invest like me and you, because to them, I just money.
Rent, I just money, hairstyle, and for the fame, and them at out and
you confirm what me said. Me said earlier, as then go, the first thing you would of them I look to buy a car.
But Renz and Deidre, you want me telling you something? It's not only call center workers are not financially wise.
No.
The police,
public
the
sector workers.
They are the same. They are the same. And that is why
I've been financially done.
And that is
so true.
Maybe that's too much. And that is why
over 30,000 a day.
Of course, and that is one of the reason why you hear the call center employee, not the call center, but the government employees say, "Oh, we not get no raise." Right? That is one of the major issue
You
because
want to
them
look
borrow
on
out
the
the
MPS
money.
slip, Sheikah?
You'll have to tell me, girl. Me see
When
it
you
for
look over
myself
the right
firsthand.
hand side, just see money come
Some
out
of them have to get two pay stub because of the deductions, you know.
because of the
Know
deduction,
that.
because it long, chuck it long, until one pay slip can do it. And you see, because public sector workers get loans, they get loan easy, because with public sector, you know, remember the individual don't see the money. So no care what them have to get them pay. So financial institution will readily give them, and once there is space on the pay slip for them. So if it is that them say a deduction and want $20,000 left, they will give you something where at least $18,000 can cover, because they're guaranteed to get their money. Leaving you with $2,000, you know, and you're getting money, whatever, you know, and you got customer say only 2,000 I get for your pay. When actually you don't get $2,000 for your pay.
40,000 you spend it already.
You get 2,000, but it gone.
Friends, if you can answer Rose Gem question here for me. She said, my sister, can someone explain to me what the call center is for? I'm not living in Jamaica.
Call center is just like whichever country you're in. I'm assuming you might be in North America.
It's a virtual customer service, Renz.
Exactly.
So they provide customer service for different companies.
Company
So
and
when you
country.
call,
Amazon,
when you
all
call
of
us,
the,
so
you
yeah,
understand? Yeah.
when you
Yeah.
call
Them
some, when you
provide
call the
support for
companies,
Amazon. The one with the ticket one that they get themselves in a trouble the other day if you thief the ticket.
That
But
is
the
on, yeah, Sutherland, them work. Them from Sutherland.
ticket
yeah, so
sharing
they
thing.
provide any amount of customer service.
Exactly.
But
The company requires. So
Omalo,
for
hold on. Yeah, let me say
It's
something.
coming back in the economy, Omalo. It's going back.
Friends, stop
Yes,
taking
come
your
back.
words. Omalo, you're a man, you're always advocating for economic growth. One of the best way to grow the economy is you have the money and spending there. So
Thank
cannot
you.
be advocating for the growth of the economy.
It
And
is
But it's
coming
coming
back.
right back here. You're not
You
going
know,
nowhere,
when
it's
it
coming
now go
right back
back,
at
Chuck, you
Jamaica.
know, when it now go back in the economy, when you actually save the money,
yes,
when you put the money
Exactly.
aside, it's not going back in the
going back into
economy.
the economy. Only the bank alone get rich in that way.
But Chuck, you know, say I always notice Omalo comment that the economy is not growing. But one of our main problem that we face in Jamaica is how inefficient we are. And that is what is causing the economy not to grow as well. We cannot get things done in within an hour, which cause people to be frustrated and say them down, but I do it. Also, our young people are not working. Because they are not working, then no money now there's no money being generated by them as well. So if they now contribute none at all, then we economy are got stuck. So it's not like the government is not doing anything towards trying to improve, but we need to do way more.
And I want to say something as well, Shika, to Omalo. The exchange, our currency is not our exchange, or the purchase of US currency is not an any form of stress. One of the importance of having such a very good NIR, it ensures that our foreign exchange system is predictable like it is right now. I know for a fact that when I purchase something right now, the exchange rate is 157 to 158 to 1 for $1 because we have a healthy NIR, which means there's no shortage as US dollar. So we're not short on US currency. Our US currency is okay. You purchase the car. I don't know if you know this, Omar, you don't seem to be living in a Jamaica. There's a lot of people right now selling used vehicles. Every time you move from one corner, it's a 3-4 car park up for sale. A lot of people are now importing motor vehicles because there's a demand for it.
Rent
There's
girl.
a demand for selling second-hand vehicles.
Yeah, rent
So,
girl. There's a lot in Portmore. Every money me pass is and they put out. When you go, you can't get car cheap car
you
not
can,
expensive.
but
You can get
I don't.
cheap,
Yes, the
very cheap.
the Bank of Jamaica is in the market and they're not in it every week. Stop tell lie, because they want to ensure that the exchange rate, the exchange market move in an organic manner. Stop tell lie, Omalo. Stop tell lie.
Wow, welcome all around. This is the international. These are the females. These are the young females at the Jamaica Labour Party.
Listen, Range girl. You ever see this guy on TikTok at tell us saying work minimum wage? You see also in Bill? You ever see him yet?
Yes.
Working
I
at
know that guy.
supermarket? You ever see him yet, Chuck?
Yes, man.
You know,
But Renz, let me ask you a question. This argument about the Bank of Jamaica, BOJ, being in the market every week, what is the role of BOJ?
that is
What
part
is the
of their
role?
duty. That is part
Exactly.
of their duty. But
So why are people
Chica,
complaining?
to me, Omalo, and looking at first, may I really take notice time. To me, Omalo is not really smart one. Two, Omalo lack information and the economics on a whole, because they will complain that people are wasted by used car. Remember, used car industry is an industry itself, and everybody go buy a new vehicle. You need, if it is, I have a car, and the used car industry have its place for individual who want to change out from them brand new vehicle to update. All right, let's just say used car is a waste of time. Me just purchase one 2024 or 2025 vehicle. 2 years down the road, I want to change my car and buy something else. I'm going to sell my car. Since a waste of time, who is going to buy my 2 years on the line, which are 2027? Who is not going to buy my 2025 vehicle since it's a waste of time? I need market to sell my second-hand vehicle. So it has a space. Or what you're going to tell me, say, because there's no market and nobody interested in buying a second-hand vehicle, or no one should be buying second-hand vehicle, me can't sell my car? I want to make it make sense.
And sound is 424.
You're arguing with the HR there. You can't say it again. Goody.
25. Followed by 31.
Hello.
Right, listen to me. I'm going to say. The fact is that in Jamaica, the Bank of Jamaica is playing the duty that it was designed to play. It is not nothing out of the way to have BOJ intervene in the market. That is themselves. In China, they don't have second-hand vehicle.
With the number 40.
Then move go live at China.
With their pick two again. So
Who have second-hand vehicle in China?
the first pick two number
Because of
2.
China.
But when I say a foolishness, when I say a foolishness, one of the reasons there is second-hand vehicle. Let me tell you, I'm going to tell you something. We are so dunce because of politics, so I didn't realize. Japan and China are motor vehicle manufacturers, correct? Right. You have people in China and Japan who sell these vehicles to other countries like Jamaica. The vehicles that own imports from Japan and China are second-hand vehicles. It's people who buy these vehicles from individual and then sell it to us. If a country like China and Japan have a very lucrative second-hand industry, why can't a third world country like us have it? Remember, I know people that buy car from these first users and sell it to other countries. To them, it is nothing because they manufacture car. It's a way to ensure that they keep manufacturing. If it is they don't have no market to sell these vehicles, because remember, through them I make vehicle. Every year, new vehicle I make in their country. Them have to dispose of it so it can make way for new one. And if it is no one is buying this vehicle, that means that them have to start manufacture car. There's no longer demand for new vehicle.
HR, no beauty here. Yeah, it look like it needs school in HR. No beauty. Because the argument simply don't make sense. Anytime Jamaica start manufacture cars, then we are going to do the same thing. We are going to gather up our cars and sell them to somewhere.
28, and lucky mark is full. That's no extra.
And Imalo, I'm gonna take that as a compliment. I don't want nobody else.
Thank you,
Coming
people.
from
Thank
you,
you, please.
me I take that as a compliment. Me I don't want nobody else, but me I take it as compliments.
Wrap up the screen.
Me I take it as compliment. Goody, Omala said
Yeah.
this is low information. Omala is saying this is a low information person.
Shika Renz. Omalo listen to us every night and every day. So make it make sense. We are no information.
In the era, me call him,
Yeah.
me call him TikTok finance minister. And I want to see me say TikTok finance minister, he may attack, because brighter than him, you can't find me. I don't know why I
And
go
you
to
would never
minister
find
of
me
finance.
because it dunce. Them level of reason is very dunce. Me hear when I talk about my past, and me hear when I say something like, oh, the US exchange rate, we US did strong until it works. Yeah, I'm just like, miss, these are stuff that can me know. These are stuff that can easily be Googled. If that is the case, why throughout PG time the exchange rate skyrocket and get out and if things so not say them alone no fit me. Me can't sit down and listen to them. Me can't sit down and listen to them. So me take it as a compliment that you are willing to sit down and listen to us every night.
Every night, Renz, every night.
I want,
But you know, but used cars, they everywhere. So me not understand Omalo. Used cars sell everywhere. So why make it look like say a Jamaica alone people buy used car or resell their vehicle? Me not understand.
When you say a smart government would use its new car business to create a used car industry, didn't he just say used car no make sense? So how are you don't saying that we should use?
But
You
ATL.
just saying it make sense. So why you want us to create a used car industry if it no make sense?
Morens,
Let me
last
get
2 years ago, 2 years ago, ATL opened its used car department. ATL opened its used car department.
Now let's take a look at tonight's
The argument about used car
A
just
new
don't
set of car named Jet Tour. New set of car named Jet Tour. A 1 month to reach a mobile and all of the car them sell out and out of stock. You're supposed to wait to the Jet Tour van them. These cars aren't cheap. 7-8 million for it. I said, oh, 8 million. But you can look it up to correct me if I'm wrong. And not even 1 week in spent in Mobile and they're all sold out. They might wait on it within 1 month. And the set that are coming in 1 month are all sold out. They might order for the following months. Because people is moving real fast. And all of these vehicles are brand new vehicles. BYD a Chinese car. And if you're familiar with Montego Bay, where ATL is, they're now setting up their own store, selling BYD brand new vehicles. So if not now go on, you have Jet Tour popping up, you have Hyundai popping up, and now we have BYD popping up. And you're telling me not now go on? Who you're trying to fool? Wrong live at the pan.
You see, as me say, most of these arguments where you will hear the comrade-minded person them come with, like that again. It sounds good when they are in their very own circle, but when it comes which part it have to go under scrutiny, it does not make sense. The great United States have a very vibrant used car industry. And in every country, you have rich man who buying car and 5 years time he want a new car. But when do we that one there? In a China, because the amount of car where they make, they can afford to export that one and sell it to somebody else. In the US, just sell it in the same market. Because you have a man who don't have the same amount of money. So for him, can have a 5-year-old car he can buy. Then you have the 10-year-old car market. No, Omalo. This government is looking into extending our import use to 10-year-old vehicle. Because too much old car on the road are on taxi. And if we get some newer vehicle, it will also affect our fuel efficiency on the road. So the idea about creating our own We don't have this, we don't have the space, we don't have the economy to do that yet, Omaro. We don't have that economy yet. All right, seriously. And ATL is now selling its own certified used car also. Yes, America, yes. But them still have a used car industry. So there's nothing wrong with a used car industry. Not a thing wrong with it.
Everybody have its place. Everybody have its place. New car have its place. We gonna reach a point in time where in Jamaica where people are give them picnic car left, right, and we're reaching there. We're reaching there.
Right now, Renz, right now, new car sales are way up. I think was it 2020 that new car sales outdid used cars? One of these years, either 20, I don't remember which one it was. But in that year, new car sales outdid used cars. We are getting to that place, but we're not there yet. And one of the issue is that these people who want things overnight from this government, but who never ask the PNP for in 18 years. We are ending the period of reconstruction now, and we are going to the period of growth. Everything will come one time. It's none of the sector than what we have.
And Chuck, I don't think he understands how the NIR works too, because he keep talking about pressure in the dollar. The NIR is US dollars that we save. We don't need to spend. And if the country is able, I don't know the figures, but if the country is able to save historic record level of money in US dollars, NIR, National International Reserve, is quoted in US and other currency. If we are able to be saving so much, it's because we don't need to spend it, which means there is enough within the market. There is no need for us to be spending so much US because everybody have enough USD in the market. So you keep
to tell you this, Renz,
there's no pressure.
From when's me tell you this too, because people keep on a panic about Jamaica and what is happening in the US and whatever. And it was noted that Jamaica, a world standard, requires country to have at least 3 months worth of NIR, right? And from based on what we have more than 3 months. So whatever is happening in the world, Jamaica can cushion themselves.
Another important thing about what's happening in US, I see where Canada is taking US liquor off them shelf.
Open up the market for Jamaican liquor.
The market for Jamaica.
Market for Rio Neville. And all the other rooms we make out here. Yep. Right? So Jamaica need to position itself, because if we can get some of them car mark that were there in Mexico and Canada, if we can get them to come to Jamaica, it will be a plus for us. So I heard an argument recently where the PNP is telling Jamaica, say, stand up to the US and don't get rid of the Cuban nurse them. Here's my take on that. The world is at a very peculiar time now. Jamaica is at a very peculiar time now. We have to look out for ourselves first. When we strengthen ourselves, we can help others. So I said Jamaica need to do what Manley never did in the 70s and look out for Jamaica. Yes,
But sure. A country like Zelensky that has so many support from European countries and so forth. It has so many supports. If a country like Zelensky, which is Ukraine, sorry. If a country like Ukraine, the president of Zelensky, is going back to America begging for forgiveness. Remember, I say them have them spots in the Oval. if Zelensky cannot make a U-turn to US and I say it's a misstand, even though it was Trump wrong, but him willing to take the wrong, a misunderstanding, and he want to go back to the drawing board, he's basically begging for US attention. Bear in mind, this is a country that has the support of most European countries, getting billions from European countries and willing to kiss America ass. Who is Jamaica? Who are we? Who are we?
Seriously, but they will not have it because we have a smart leader.
Yeah, if Zelensky had so much disposal to his
Supervisor, like mine Aaron's voice. Come here and sound like it seriously. So you need to talk fast. Mine Aaron's voice, you like. Come, I never did that talk just a while ago.
Me Ren's attack. I mean, seriously.
Yeah, more than likely mixed we up. So what me I say is, if it is that Zelensky and the Ukraine, them get the massive support, England willing to cut AIDS, to give Ukraine more money.
We are not pushing a used car policy. What you are saying is that it have its place. Right? No one is pushing a used car policy.
We not push everybody up them place. So that we are saying.
Right? It has its place.
Yeah, if it is that Zelensky have to turn back and beg Trump to go back to the table, because what happened, Chuck have cut off all aids and he's pulling all military and so forth that he has given to them. And Zelensky have the support of France, England, he has the support of EU, and he man beg Trump. Who is we? You think we are nobody?
Andrew Holness will do what is best for the Jamaican people. No, but as I say, what is happening now is a chance for Jamaica to position itself to benefit. Right? As I say, two of them auto company there, two of them manufacturing plant there. If we drop two of them in Jamaica right now, we're good. We're good. If we can get two of them to drop in Jamaica right now, we're good. It will set us on that path of growth. Right? And that's what we need. So we can look for see whenever you take a benefit out of it, whenever you full the liquor market in Canada. We need to look at the auto we need to look at this, because Omar, you will agree with me on this, that during the bill coming out of the 80s, we had a very strong manufacturing sector. Where even there was a time when Jamaicans are buy truck from overseas. We used to only buy the chassis. We used to only buy the chassis. The other side, the body and them thing, they used to be manufactured, used to be assembly buildings in Jamaica. Top manufacturing, top steel makers, and them something that we used to have. We don't have that anymore. So this is now a chance for us.
Chuck, I think you need to explain something to Marva. I think she is misunderstanding what we are saying. What we are saying is that the PNP wants the government of Jamaica to stand the ground in the sense that fight them in regards to the Cuban doctors and get involved with the whole Reiki and so forth. So we are saying Jamaica don't need to get involved in the Rockers. No. They can speak to the US, as Kamina is saying. Kamina said we're speaking to get clarity, because let us all be frank, Trump is somebody don't speak clear, is like a child. So they're speaking with them to get clarity to exact what they're speaking of, and then they work onwards from that.
And
going out of our way to be defiant and try to pick side or war with anyone. We are not going to.
And Albin Hill said something yesterday in Parliament, because they were asking him about what are the policies for the tariffs that are being put in place. And he said, we don't export fentanyl, and that is the problem. That is one of the major concerns of the President of the United States. So the tariffs that he's putting in place are for countries where him say are bringing fentanyl and fentanyl. Yeah, those. So he said, while we may be watching what is going on, we are not yet at risk for that.
And that is true. If anybody, based on what is going on, if anything, if we sanction US based on the amount of guns we are left, they come here. Right, if we were to take that route. So Jamaica now still stands as what we would call, we still stand in the non-aligned nations. We not take no side, we are mind our own business.
Chuck, me want to ask, what Omala say? So we not fi carry no use car that he must say? May I try understand? What am I say?
I think Omala say we must make our own use car. You can't bring up Omala and talk to him in a day.
You don't want to talk to Omala. Omala go run up my nerves.
It's International Women's Day today and the program, and women are in charge. So you can't bring up Omala. Listen to me. You tell me, say.
No, man. Omala cause too much headache, man. Too much.
Basically, I dream team. There's a morning, people.
Yes, see, all right, there you go. May I agree with you, Travis? Travis said. Travis said, "Uno can bring him up, and if all of you can reason with Omala, then boy, I am